Hey, it's that time again. And as you can see by the title, it's about that time to talk about this. So, Bleach Rebirth of Souls came out like over a week ago. I gave it a week, okay? I gave it a week. And I just want to say, not to toot my own horn, I was right. I was damn near right about everything I had concerns about. Like, people were hyping this game up to be the most peak game ever to exist in the anime space, in which it's not. So spoiler if you end up trying to get the game or you don't have the game yet, or you want to get the game in the future, it isn't that great. But by anime game standards today, it's okay, I guess. It's okay. I would say mid at best. So let me get started as to why I say it's not peak fucking gaming at all. It's because the gameplay was advertised to be, oh, each character is so different from one another, and that's really just not the case. You can kind of mix up little different moves here and there, but playing each character kind of feels the same because you can do the same combo string with each character. So changing up your playstyle kind of doesn't really exist. But of course there is a difference in like the special attacks and stuff. It's just you would use special attacks at a different time if you want to use it during a combo. And some can't even be used during a combo or even after the combo, it won't connect. It's just you used it at different times. That doesn't make the character different at all. But of course every other character comes with their own special technique when you press the B button or circle button. But that doesn't make the characters play different at all. When I picked up one character, I was able to play with another character without much of a learning curve, to be honest with you. Again, I don't see why they were advertising each character to be so unique and different when that's not the case. If you actually play the game, you would see that each character just has the same one combo string, and there's not too many differences between each character. Now, of course, the only difference between each character is their gimmicks, but like I said before in my previous videos about this game, those gimmicks don't really matter too much at all. Some characters get stat boosts, some characters get super armor, some characters do poison damage, but it doesn't really affect the gameplay not much by anything. It doesn't force you to play different. It doesn't affect anything. That's because those increases or poison attacks don't really do too much damage in the first place. So hey, I'm just telling you the truth, so don't get mad at me. If you play the game, you would understand. Now, while that doesn't make the game bad, that each character kind of plays a little bit of the same, it kind of makes it a little bit wear down and boring over time. And I just don't like the fact that they advertise it that way. Like, you can't say every character is different if you're not making really much different changes to how you play. When I play Sparking Zero, when I pick up a new character, there's obvious things that I can do with one character I can do with another, but it feels different and the timing of things is way different. Some characters have more hits than others, some characters have less hits than others. Some characters, when you finish the combo, it does something else entirely. It just all depends on the character you use in Sparking Zero. Like, it's a very different feel and play style from when you play in Sparking Zero. I'm just not trying to compare, but I'm giving you a base to what to base it off of. When you play Bleach, all you gotta do, tap square, my nigga, the whole fucking time, and X to continue the combo, then it'll do everything by itself. Now, with that aside, that's okay for an anime game in today's world. That is fine with me. I can deal with that and put up with it. It's fine. As long as things look cool and as long as I like to play with the character I like to play with, that aspect is pretty much fine. Where the game starts frying me at is the movement. My brother, what the fuck is the side step button? I swear to God, 90% of the time, this shit does not work at all. Especially when you're fighting a character that has a long range or reach at all. Like, you sidestepping does not matter, rendering that whole button useless. I see the X button when I'm playing Bleach Rebirth of Souls non-existent at that point, because there's no point, because I am going to get hit if I keep tapping this X button. While there are certain cases where it does work with people that have a smaller reach and smaller swords, most of the time you trying to dodge to left and right, it's not gonna work. Like, there's times when someone shoot like a goddamn move at me, right? A little Hado, Kiko, whatever the fuck it is. They'll shoot a move at me. I'll press it once and it's still not enough to dodge out the way. You need to press it at least 2 times to get a full dodge in, which is like, why? Why do I need to do an extra button press to make sure I move out of the way? And sometimes you're not even quick enough to be able to press the button 2 times to be able to move fully out the way of a blast attack. Like, come on, game. Again, if you play the game, you know. I'm telling you, bro, this game would have been so much better with better movement. I just feel like the movement in the game is pretty janky. That's because it's supposed to be like a 2D, 3D type fighter, which is, it's cool, but it's weird at the same time, and that's what I think makes the movement so fucked up at times. But honestly, if they would release a big patch making the movement feel a lot better, I think that would make the game a lot more fun to play. Now, I could go more in detail about every aspect of the gameplay itself, which is what really makes these anime games fun, right? The gameplay. There's something I wanted to squeeze in here and actually talk about that is the worst thing out of them all. And while this does have a lot of content in this mode, it is pretty weird and it feels bare bones at times. Like, it feels like they were on a tight ass budget and they just kind of made shit put together when they didn't need to do that at all. And I'm talking about the story mode. Like, when you play the story mode, that shit is fucking boring as hell, bro. They could have condensed it and made it a lot better and maybe just played key parts of the story and made them really like go all out in the scenes. Like, they could have made actual 3D animated scenes that were cool and, you know, do something different. We didn't need to play from the whole story from beginning to the goddamn wrong car end arc where you fight Aizen. We didn't need that at all. The only thing the story mode accomplishes is wasting your time because it's over 20+ hours of content in the story mode alone, and the story mode isn't even that good, so it's a drudge to get through. Like, it just drags, my nigga. It really just drags. If you skip every cutscene in the story mode, I think you will have a better time playing it. But as someone who's a fan of Bleach, which is probably you in the audience right now, I do not recommend you play through the story mode. Maybe to only get Dangai Ichigo, maybe to get that one character, fine. But I really just say fuck that character in general and don't play through the story mode at all. Trust me, it is really not worth it at all. It is not worth it. So that's gonna conclude my little rant here about Bleach Rebirth of Souls. At the end of the day, I'm gonna say I give the game like a fucking, like, it's a 6.5 out of 10. And the reason why I say 6.5 is because the game feels unfinished, my nigga. They were just released it, threw it out, and said, hey, just play the game right now. We'll work on it later on. And it's like, damn, come on, bruh. I thought y'all had everything together at this point. Now, it does have the potential to be better, yes, but we'll have to see if it does in the future, and especially when it released, it was kind of broken. A lot of people weren't even able to play it. And I think that affected the player base a lot because from the start of the release, it's been a week. The player count has dropped significantly. Like, it is down a lot, at least on Steam. A lot of other consoles, I'm pretty sure, are doing pretty well though. Now, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and end the video. So if you like this little rant, go ahead, leave a like and subscribe because, you know, I need some help because, you know, a nigga climbing the ranks.